Great. Well, congratulations on Bad Hombres. I just got to watch it. You got it. You're the star, man. Congratulations.
Oh man, I'm my co-stars are definitely they helped me. They gave some great performances to react off of.
Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about some of you. I mean, you've got some of the big guys in there: Thomas Jane, Tyrese, Hemsworth.
Yeah,
A little bit about, maybe give me a little bit about working with each of them. What was
no,
Thomas like for you?
100%. I mean, I grew up watching all of these guys' movies, right? I mean, Tyrese Gibson was making movies since I was like 5 years old, right? I was getting babysitted, and my babysitter would put on his movies, right? Same thing with Thomas Jane, Paul Johansson, Hemke Madera. I think one of the most surreal moments for me was working with, and maybe a lot of people might not know this, but Nick Cassavetes was in the film as well. Nick Cassavetes is an amazing, incredible director, super kind guy, super just a cinema IQ, just like John Stolberg's. Their cinema IQ is just on a whole different level. It's like when I'm around these guys, I'm learning so much. It's like listening to a different language being spoken. But I think for me, one of the most surreal moments was working with Nick Cassavetes and just because I grew up watching his movies, Alpha Dog, John Q, The Notebook, and having to do a scene with him and him kind of, not just John directing me, but kind of like Cassavetes giving me notes. I was like, oh shit, this is like a master class right now in acting. But everybody was great, good people, great times, very dedicated actors, all of them.
Yeah. Did Tyrese, he's a big action star guy. Did he give you any advice on working in that kind of genre?
I think something that I learned from Tyrese, it was on one of the it was in the scene where we're at the vet and it's me and him discussing and we're talking and he's like telling me like if I don't give him the information he wants that he's gonna do XYZ. And I think something that I learned off of him was because it was very cold that day. It was a long day of shooting and we were all kind of burnt out and tired. And then Tyrese, I remember he started making jokes on set, man, and instantly, like just off his first joke, just the whole crew started busting out laughing, right? And he really brought up our spirits that day. And it was just nice to see like him being a leader that on and bringing everybody up and it was cool, man. It's cool, it's sometimes we get so like focusing on these characters and we're like, oh, I'm in the dark place, but it's like, yo, like make it a nice time for everybody.
Hmm. Talk about your character. He's an immigrant. He's coming into the country. He's gets on this job that goes terribly wrong. How do you get in the mindset of this guy that you're playing?
Yeah, so that's a great question. Truly, it wasn't too difficult to get into this mind, because obviously we were shooting in Las Cruces, New Mexico. They were putting fake blood on me every 2 minutes. My jeans are ripped all the way up to like my thigh. Super cold out there. They're putting fake blood and sweat and spray on me, and to get into the character, I mean, truly, it was. I felt like I was maybe it was the weather, right, or the fake blood, but I felt it right down to my core. And given that it was my first speaking Spanish role, 100% all in Spanish, I had my father on there, and he was sort of my dialect coach, and he was really keeping me on track with my Spanish, keeping me on track with my performance, and I bring him on to every set that I do, so he's sort of like my right hand man for my acting.
Your wingman, your wing dad.
Yeah, yeah. And he loves it too. He loves to travel, so he's a travel bird.
Oh, that's cool. So was there a favorite scene for you in the film? Going back and looking at it now.
Now that I look back on it, I think one of my favorite scenes is probably the scene where I'm crawling away from Luke Hemsworth's character, and it's such a like, it's such a great moment, right? Like you got this character who's been shot, he can't get up, and you got this other character who's also been like shot, and he's nearly about to die, and it's I think that was one of the most exciting uh scenes to shoot for me, and having freaking Luke on top of me, like where's the money, like all of that stuff. That was really fun for me. That and the last scene too in the movie where I get to take down you know, Tyrese's character. That was pretty cool.
Well, that's a great note to end on. Diego, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us.
Thanks for watching the You Interview channel. With over 3,000 original celebrity videos, we have one of the largest collections of celebrity interviews anywhere. So remember to like and comment on our videos and subscribe to the channel. If you want to get more involved, you can become a member of the channel. Membership has its perks. You can see exclusive celebrity videos and get the opportunity to ask our celebrity guests questions. We can't wait to hear from you.